So, the Boston Celtics are moving on and moving in a completely different direction with the injury to Jason Tatum. The first of two moves that they made was sending Jrue Holiday off to the Portland Trailblazers. In return, it is Anthony Simons and a couple second-round picks coming back for Boston. So let's start on the Celtics side of this first, as the champions from a couple of seasons ago now, and the team that seemed to have the most immediate title aspirations that went down as Jason Tatum did. I think this is a good pivot for them. It is a pretty hard turn away from the defensive identity. Like Anthony Simons and Jrue Holiday are exactly the same in exactly zero ways. So it is a bit of a pivot, I guess, strategically and in roster construction. But with Tatum going down with the injury, like, Brown is good, but he is not lead the offense type of good. And I'm not saying, like, okay, well, now they have Simons, so championship. But what I am saying is that this is a team that probably needed the scoring punch that Simons can provide. And so for him to be able now to go out and help out on the offense with no Tatum, we'll talk about her in a second, with no Porzingis, and with Brown. I mean, he's a good offensive player. Like, we're not talking about Ben Wallace here or anything like that, but this is a bit of a scoring punch. And there will be nights where he and Pritchard just go berserk from distance and offensively, and that will win them games, and that will keep them competitive, at least in the Eastern Conference. And so I think for them that this is, while it is a pretty hard shift, I think this is a pretty good pivot for them to be able to move now in that direction. So bravo to them for being able to pull this one off. And I think it does show that they are going to try to stay somewhat competitive-ish. This year is going to be a bit of a reset year for them because the players that they acquired are unrestricted free agents at the end of the season. So it's not like these are long-term commitments and now this is a long-term goal. This is let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can put together here over the next 365 days before we get to the 2026-2027 offseason. What does it mean for Portland? We'll get to that in a second. But if you do want to support Couch Potato Diary, Again, I say this a lot. I feel weird doing these because just you watching, taking the time out to consume anything that I'm doing is so huge for me, and I appreciate it greatly. But also, if you do want to financially support, you can subscribe over on Twitch. We have Deeds, who is celebrating his Sweet 16 with 16 months celebrating here, and love Deeds for that. But we also have the tip jar that is available. It is on the Twitch and Kick with the panels, and YouTube. There is a link in the channel and link in the description of this video. Sorry, that can get you there. So would mean the world to me if you did. Not a requirement, not expected, not a prerequisite, any of those things. It would just help out a lot if you were able to do that. We got my dog in here. Her love for treats would be greatly benefited with some tips there. On the Portland side, I like this move for them quite a bit. Yeah, Deeds, exactly. Yes, thank you. That's it's tough to not make just the tip jokes with all of those, but yeah, Deeds in the Twitch chat. Give Peter a tip just to see how it feels. The stream is taking quite the turn here in just a little bit, but look, I think Portland feels good coming off of this trade now as well. That this isn't the type of player that is signing with Portland. Jrue Holiday. He is a high-level, I think, culture changer, and someone who he feels like the finishing piece to a championship puzzle. That's what he was out in Boston. That type of a dude isn't signing with the Celtics. And when you look at the identity of the two teams that just went to the NBA Finals, with the Pacers and with the Thunder, he fits that. He is in that mold so very well. So this one makes a whole lot of sense if you're looking to do that and to try to build a winner that way instead of trying to hope that you fall into a draft spot and can draft the next superstar. This seems like okay, let's just go out and get some dogs and see what we can do to build this around now. Scoot Henderson, I think it works. I think it is a really, really smart move. And so I like this a lot for Portland. The West is so scary competitive. So does this make them even a play-in team? I don't know. I don't think so. But Simons definitely wasn't. It wasn't necessarily the right fit given where they want to go again with Scoot. So I think this works for them. I think that I really, really like this move for Portland in just trying to get competitive now and trying to be a better basketball team. So I think they did a great job on this move. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the chat if I'm overreacting to any of the sides of any of the trades here today. But yeah, by all means, let me know what you guys think. I'm just rambling on about trades here. Also, if you want any updates on Couch Potato Diary, things tend to be all over the place schedule-wise. So keep it locked on my social media accounts: X, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Threads. I am at Primetime Klein.